So what I was telling, so in the front end roadmap, we have these three things which are very important, which is JavaScript, HTML, CSS. So far I have covered HTML, CSS. Now we are looking into what is JavaScript. So since this is a first class for JavaScript, so let us go through the roadmap, like what all concepts you will actually learn when you start working on a JavaScript. And in front end, JavaScript is the major language or a major thing that one has to learn. So go on mute if you are not speaking. Okay, Shiva and you know. So now let's see what comes in JavaScript before we understand, dive into what exactly it, the syntax, how to run, where to run. Yeah. So let's go through some of the concept that we actually get. So what is the first thing you should understand? Introduction. Okay. Introduction to JavaScript. What is JavaScript? Yeah. So why it is created? What is the purpose? Where they will use? See, I don't have to know the syntax in the first hand itself. See, syntax will be same for all the languages, almost all. Yeah. So, see, today we know so many languages, or we have heard so many languages. C, C++, Java, Python. Yeah. Then we have got in VB.NET. So C Sharp is also a language which is in .NET. PHP. There are so many languages. Even JavaScript is also a language. See, everything is language. Correct? So when everything is a language, then there is a commonality in all the languages. Syntax wise, they will share common knowledge. Just to give you one example, Java syntax is very, very close to what is there in C Sharp. I should say in the other way. So C Sharp syntax is very, very much close to what is there in Java. And so why I'm giving this example is, see, there are languages will share commonality in terms of syntax, but purpose why they have created, that will differ. Where to use, that will differ. Example, you might be knowing today Python. Python is also a programming language, but then today they use it for a different purpose. JavaScript is also a programming language, so they call it like scripting language, but this can also be used in as a programming language, but then it is very good in one thing, and we need to understand that purpose. Okay, why people use this, what is the uniqueness about this language? Okay, so that I think you will understand. So that is what it says. What is JavaScript? History of JavaScript. Yeah, when did they invent? Who invented? Yeah, and what is the latest version? What is the versioning? Is there any other name for JavaScript? Yeah, we have got JavaScript versions also, as I said, and how to run the JavaScript. That's the first thing. You all actually can keep this map with you and then go on understanding one topic at a time. It's like a full syllabus for you. Roadmap is nothing but syllabus actually. And it says like in which order you have to go. Next thing is all about variables. Yes, in Python also we have variables. JavaScript also we have variables. C also we have had variables. Now there are three syntaxes: var, let, const. Okay, and then there is a concept called hoisting, which is with respect to variables. There's also a concept of naming the variables and also scope. Yeah, should I use uppercase, lowercase? In JavaScript, what will people use? Yeah, okay. So, and then, what is the scope? So when I say a variable scope, you might have heard this terminology in all the languages. You might have heard variables in every language. Tell me which language doesn't have variables in all the languages which I listed. Everything is there. But now syntax, Syntactically, which keyword I use is a bit different. And again, purpose of variable, is it different in Java? Is it different in C language? No. Variable is to do all the variable. A variable is a value. Correct? What is varying? A value will vary. See, today's date is 17th. Tomorrow it becomes 18th, 19th. So that is why we store that date itself as one variable. Yeah, that is what is the meaning of varying over the time. Yeah, in the same day, same time, maybe within few seconds, it is going to change. We don't know. But what I'm trying to connect, this concept is same in all the languages. And you will find, JavaScript also, has a lot of commonalities, and concept wise, it is almost the basic core language constructs in the sense like the grammar, the conditional statements, yeah, logical statements, all those things are same. Again, once you learn variable, once you understand what is JavaScript, who created it, yeah, you will start with what is called as data types. So what is data type is talking about? It talks about more on, okay, just now we spoke variables. If those variables are there, they have different values. They can hold different values. For example, if it is date, it can hold one type of value. What if it is actually, it has to hold the name of a person? What if it has to hold the age of that person? Or what if it is supposed to hold, you know, something like bank balance of that person? Or what if it has to hold mobile number, just mobile number? So I cannot, you know, use kind of, say same type. They're all different types of values. So if it's a name, it is string. If it's a mobile, then it is a number. Yeah, or int is what we say. And then sometimes, whether married, yes or no, correct? That is of actually type like Boolean. So you store variable the data. We say data in a variable, but that variable, yeah, whatever data it holds, it's of different type. So that we will understand. Okay. So what are the different data types which are actually supported? And these data types are actually called as primitive ones. We should understand each of these data types. Then comes the reference type. So in JavaScript, we have something called reference type. What exactly is reference type? So you might be familiar with what is called object. You have studied, you have heard what is called inheritance. Yeah, yes, same concept is there here also. Okay, and then comes typecasting. Fine, you have object. You have to understand what is inheritance. You also will understand some of the built-in objects, meaning global objects like math, date. Yeah, so these are some built-in objects that we are supposed to understand, because as a language it gives you a lot of functions, right? You don't have to use, for example, if math is there, I can call math.max, math.min. I can even do trigonometric formulas like sine theta, cos theta. I can invoke those functions from the language. So language has given some built-in objects. Then comes typecasting. So typecasting, we understood just now data type. Now typecasting, what exactly is typecasting? Now there are so many types. What if I have to convert one thing to other? I mean, just like what if I have to convert from dollar to rupee, rupee to dollar? Can I convert? Yes, if I have money, I can convert it. How do I convert? There are different ways. Same way, there are ways to convert from string to number, or, or a number which is in a, like a string representation to a number. Or I can use number 2 as a string. Or I can convert some data as a Boolean value to say whether it yes or no. Yeah. So let's say tomorrow there is one function which says, does he have more than, you know, 1000 balance? Does he have minimum balance? Minimum balance, yes or no?
This concept is only applicable for that data types, correct? Correct, sir.
So yeah, I mean, I'm telling, yes, typecasting comes for data types only, for variables only. Yes, yeah. Now I have so many types. Now just between these types, how do I convert it? That's called casting. And in that,
Okay.
generally we see this name explicit, meaning I am actually calling some function to do it. Then there is something called implicit. Okay, implicit means automatically it only takes care. I don't have to do anything. It will only convert. Explicit is I will say no, I need it in dollars. Then I have to send money and then I have to send it in rupees or whatever currency I have. That's called explicit. But my salary I am getting it in rupees only. How come? It's implicit. They know that I am here and they know that in India wherever I am, like the currency is rupees. That's why they are sending rupees only. Did you anywhere mention that I need in rupees only? No. Let's say you are working in US and you are getting a salary and you have to convert into rupees to send it to India or to transfer someone. That time you will go for explicit type, currency conversion. Okay. See, you see this all these concepts, right? Yeah. Before I go into other things, they are all related to human being somewhere or the other. They have created these programs to solve everyday problems what we are going through. Who created it? Human beings only. It's not something came natural from the earth or it did not even fall from the sky. Correct? Who has created it? Human beings. Why they created? They were having some problems. Now they are finding the solution for those problems through this programming. Then obviously everything they have created is for using somewhere into our natural, our day-to-day life. Or it is from that experience only they are creating such a language and features also. Isn't it? Ultimately, it's human who was created, and it is more, we can relate everything to something like, you know, yeah, what we go through in day to day. Fine. So once we have understood the basic variable types and type conversion, which is actually the core concept, but also variable naming convention, we will get into what is called as data structures. Yes, now we are holding the data, but then, so let's say if I have to store one employee detail, how many variables I have to create? If I have to store a data of employee, assume like, okay, I have to store his name, age, date of birth, mobile number, okay, then his blood group, yeah, bank account, yeah, then so many things, his address, yeah, correct, his experience, yeah, his leaves. So it is so much of information for a single entity just like employee. Now if I have so much, then I cannot create so many variables for just one person. So there comes this data structure. They will help you. Instead of you creating 10 variables, I can just simply create you know, one variable which is called an object. Yeah. Or I can create a map. And that particular, yeah, data structure will hold so many values. Or let's say I want to have store, all the like his past salaries what he has got in last 12 months. I cannot create 12 variables. Yeah. So now I have data. How do I keep it in a proper structure so that handling becomes easy? I am creating program to solve some problem, but the program itself should not cause me extra work. Things should be easy, right? See, Whatever, like if I am trying to solve a problem, I should not create another problem. Yeah, data structures are going to help that. How do I store in effectively? This is one way, like okay, when I have too much data. But there is also another thing is, see everybody as a device like computers have memory which is of limited in size. Yeah, I might be having, you know, 32 GB RAM, 16 GB RAM, 8 GB RAM. But you see it is fixed. It cannot grow, correct? Earlier when I I took my first system, I think it was maybe 1 GB RAM or 2 GB RAM was the maximum thing in a desktop computer. Then they also have to think what is the best way to keep that data so that I don't get into issue of very slow. My computer is running very slow. It is taking a lot of time. Yeah, you might have noticed like today it takes so much time to. I mean, you see like laptops over the time become very slow. Correct? There's a reason why they become very slow. Yeah. So again, why? Because it's again data access. Your data is all over spread everything across the memory. Now fetching, reading and writing operation, they will take time. That's why your system becomes slow. Yeah. So that is what is actually data structures. Yeah. So JavaScript is not having so many data structures, unlike Java. Java is having a very huge set of data structures, very limited. Mainly, I think we'll understand arrays and objects. Yeah. Yeah. Arrays and objects. Yeah, we'll also understand what is called as JSON. Yeah. JSON is one format of storing the data or also kind of communicating the data. Okay, yeah. So yes, map, set are two important things that we'll understand along with object and arrays. Yeah, operators. Yeah, we start with then operators, for loop, while loop, do loop, conditional statements, like which are also called as control flow statements. Yeah. So if, yeah, else, switch case. Yeah. So these are all becomes control flow statements. And once you have understood all this, yeah, even try catch for exception handling, yeah, for off, so many for loops are there. Yes. So then comes what is called as functions. Again, you would have heard this word function in so many other places, so many other languages. It is not something unique. Did I say anything which is unique so far to JavaScript? No. Yeah, there might be some concept which might be very new or which you may not find it equivalent, but most of the concepts are very common, which you would have heard or you would have seen the same syntax somewhat, yeah, in most of the languages. So it has something called functions here also, and there are different types of functions. Again, with in terms of concept that you have to learn, you will understand what are parameters, how to write arrow functions, how to pass, argument object, scope and function, built-in functions. Right? So, so this roadmap kind of clearly covers, yeah. So what exactly you need to know, and what are the see this green mark says you should know. It's not like in one go as a fresher, as a beginner, you cannot cover everything what is given here. Yeah. So let us see the legend what they say. See, it's a beginner topic. Start with this. If it's a green, if it comes pink, then it says intermediate topic. Pick them after beginner topics. Yeah. And the black, it says it's an advanced topic. So now at each node, yeah, yellow is you should know. Okay. At each node, you see green, pink, correct? So accordingly, see, so I said, see, these are some things. So you should know, okay, as a beginner, I should understand this. It's okay even if I don't know this. That's the meaning. Yeah. So it's a very important roadmap. Okay. No other website actually gives you this kind of flow. Yeah, you might get hundreds of thousands of books. I can give you lot of references for JavaScript, but then yeah, in the order, in which order you have to go through, and also they've given resources. That is another plus point with this. Let's say I want to learn what is introduction to JavaScript. He has given a lot of reference, yeah, where you can actually study this JavaScript just for introduction. Yeah, then variables. Again, he'll give you two references where you can actually study about variables. Okay, so this is an important website. I would say bookmark it. Yeah, understand. And this roadmap is not only just available for JavaScript. Yeah, so let's say I want to go into what is called as HTML or CSS. Yeah, so we can actually see the roadmap for each of them. Yeah, I think there's a roadmap for each of them. One second. Let's see if they're created. Oh, yeah. And also, I think you can kind of track also. This is another very important feature which I noticed. So let's say you log into this website. Yeah. So you do a sign up and then you log in. You yourself can actually mark whatever completed. Getting what I'm saying? So that is what is this, you know, state which is saying. You see, there is a pending. You can update the status. Done, in progress, or skip. I have skipped it. That way, you yourself can understand how much you have covered. What else is pending? Isn't it so good? Yeah. So you're able to track, you're able to see what is required, and also it is giving you very good reference. Yes. And this is what is roadmap.sh. You just type roadmap, you get it. No need to even bookmark. Roadmap JavaScript. You will actually get into, yeah, that website itself. And it is also, having an offline version. Let's say you want to download. Yes, you can download and keep it for all the topics. All right. Yeah. So this is what is the roadmap of specifically JavaScript and what we will be studying ahead. Yeah. Uh, maybe I think it takes nearly a month time. I can even cover in weekday or week also. Yeah. As usual, it is it is like the more you practice, the more you can remember. I have a tutorials. I can give you a lot of videos. They can cover everything within 2-3 hours, maximum 5 hours. JavaScript, everything is the covered. But that coverage, yeah, whatever source or uh, in whichever way you learn, the very important thing which I usually say is to how long you can remember that. If I give you a problem tomorrow, will you be able to solve that using whatever you have just learned? If you are not able to solve any problem, just covering the whole concept in less than an hour, less than, within a couple of days or maybe few more days is of no use. We'll have to get into the practicalities. So I would be actually going through each of this topic, yeah, more like giving you with examples. And more than that, you have to do extra work, yeah, if you have to stay, if you have to learn very good. Because without practice, it's like you will lose, you will forget. You will not be able to link whatever concepts I have covered in the past. Now, if practice is so important, let me tell you how you can practice. All of you, okay, all of you, whoever is sitting in front of system, can easily start practicing JavaScript by just opening this console, whichever browser you are using, correct? whichever browser you're using, whether it is Edge or Chrome, you will have this console. This is called developer console or even browser console. In this browser console itself, you can actually start practicing all these concepts. You can execute the programs directly here itself. So let's say I want to create a first name one variable in JavaScript. Okay, over. I was saying JavaScript is a scripting variable. You don't have to write lengthy program. You don't have to write a main function. You don't have to write imports. Correct? See, this itself is already a JavaScript, and I'm able to access the value. Okay, before getting into this, see, practicing is so easy, so easy. Yeah, you don't have to do anything, install. All you have to do is write simple one right click. Yeah, so you will see this option on right click. You will see inspect. In the inspect, you will get in like so many tabs, but you have to go for what is called as console. Yeah, so this is where you can actually start practicing. You don't need any website. Yeah, any other website or any other things to be installed. And there are online options also. Yeah, online options like, yeah, some of the options like which I recommend is there is a website called codepen.io which you have been using, and in this website you can actually, yeah, you can say start coding. Yeah, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and you can save and you can run. Output will come here. Correct? I'll say window dot alert. Yeah, yeah, this is a JavaScript code. Yeah, my first JS. See, it's already running. Correct? The purpose of this online tool, code editors, is I can actually save these programs. What is it? I can log in. I can even do a save. Yeah, once I save, I get a unique URL. These are also called as online playgrounds. So you can send me this link in the chat itself. Sir, I practiced, or I am having a doubt in this, or I have done this today. Yes, you all know this. Yeah. So like this, we also have, yeah, another famous like, okay, first I'll tell you JS Fiddle. This I'm just giving an example, but there are hundreds of online code editors or code grounds or playgrounds are there for JavaScript, HTML, and for any language. JS Fiddle, this is another option. Yeah. So I'll give you one more option. One compiler. There's a website called One Compiler. You see, it has option to run HTML, JavaScript, Java. You see, they're supporting all these languages. People will take a lot of time just to install a compiler. Yeah, I say RAM is not there, installation is not there. Yeah, installation is not working. Error. No, it's just within a fraction of second you open the website, right website, and start practicing. Over. Say hello world, run. Output also came. You want to, send this? Yeah, send it. See, now I got a unique URL. You can access my link. I'm sharing you right away here. So like this, some easy, very easy options are there. See, as the technology has evolved and we have become so forward, things are very much right there. Just like, for example, if I'm living in Bangalore, yeah, I have all the things which are necessary. Correct? I don't have to even step out from my house. Yeah. So let's say I wake up, I need newspaper, it comes. I need milk, it comes to the door. I need water, that also comes to the door. I need, vegetable, that also comes to the door. But people are become lazy. Correct? Everything is coming to the door, but we don't have time. We are not able to utilize whatever resource we are getting. Yeah, just like that. Now today in programming, everything has been made so easy, so much accessible, so many resources. But what is the biggest mistake we are doing? Not utilizing it. Not utilizing it in the proper. Okay, so this is on the playgrounds or code grounds. Yeah, I would say for JavaScript, yeah, to begin with, I think CodePen or one compiler is good. Okay, even there are very good ones, but to start with, this is one of these two is good. Even JS Fiddle, yeah, is also fine. All I need is I should be able to save it. Now see, without even login, they're giving me unique URL. Send it, send it, and this will persist. It's not like they delete it. Yeah, and also in the same. So if I open JavaScript here itself, I get full reference with full syntax telling you what is what, how to use variables, how to create arrays, how to create functions, how to create objects, how to write loops. Full syntax is here. Imagine like in the days when I was learning, everything we were supposed to check in the book. What is it? I have to open my notes and check out how I have written. I don't think so today anybody is writing records and from there they are typing the programs. Maybe yes, beginners. Okay, so this is on the JavaScript playgrounds. I'm saying there are a lot of options. Yeah, to start with, yes, start with a very simple. All right. Yeah. So this is on the playground. I'm saying again, okay, even this is itself is very quick playground. I want to try something. I have to write a function. Yes, I can write a function. Yeah, I want to write a function called add two numbers, 2 comma 3. Yeah, so return. Oh, sorry, I have to accept numbers. Yeah, variables, right? A comma B. That's how we write, right? Return A plus B. You want to call this function? Yeah, add 10 comma 5. Tell me which language has the simplest option. I've never seen any language which has this much simple getting started. Yeah, not even in C, Python. You tell me, okay, you tell me any language which gives like this much quick without installing even single compiler. The answer is JavaScript. Because, yes, the reason is JavaScript is there right in the browser. JavaScript environment is there in the browser. Okay, that is the reason. It's not like, okay, why only JavaScript? Like, can I be able to type in the console